Hello, I am Dr. Darnita L. Payden, and my purpose is to educate, encourage, and enlighten. Thank you so much for taking the time to stop by my channel today. I am so grateful that you are here. Today, we are continuing our series, 5 Tips for Tax Prep and Organization. I hope that you have been enjoying the series. And if you've not watched the first 2 parts, where in part 1, we talked about gathering those receipts so that you're not making that mad dash at the end of the year to find them. And then we also talked about gathering your donations, and Ms. Long even hurt a lot of our feelings by telling us that our donations weren't worth what we thought they were. So if you've not seen those 2 videos, please go back and take a look at those. And then join us here for part 3, where we're going to talk about the business owners. Ms. Long and I are both business owners, and I want to give her a moment to let her tell you a little bit about herself.
Well, hello, Dr. Payden. Sulena Long here. I am so happy to be a part of this conversation today. So I'm Sulena Long, and I am a professional organizer, and I assist primarily with seniors and their families as far as getting their life organized. So whether that is a senior who's aging in place, who's staying at home for as long as they desire, or whether it's someone who is actually downsizing, and how their families come into place because they may be downsizing to, let's say, a mother-in-law suite at their children's home. So as a result, we help them through that entire process. So what I would love to talk about first, Dr. Payden, is how as business owners, we really have to be strategic about keeping it strictly business when it comes to our finances, right?
That's strictly business, yes.
Strictly business, exactly. So a lot of times, one of the, especially for startups too, a lot of times a lot of business owners tend to maybe commingle. So they mix, their personal with their business, and that can be such a red flag, be very, very problematic. Mm-hmm. So I would say I would definitely love to start off there.
Okay. And so just think about it. Again, if you're a business owner and let's say that you don't have a business card, credit card for your company, which I would suggest that you do, so it makes it easier to not commingle. But let's just say that, like she said, you're just starting out and all you still have is your personal credit card. She gave some great tips when we were talking about gathering your receipts, and we can delve into that again. If you don't have a specific card for your business and you are shopping for your business and personal, Ms. Long, you want to tell them what they could do on those receipts if so that they don't commingle business and personal?
Yes. So what you can do is actually create 2 files. So one where any of your spending that you're doing and it's strictly personal, then you put that in one folder or one envelope. And then whatever items that it's for your business, then strictly put that in a file that's for your business file and itemize it, the day that you spend it, what you spend it for, and show how this is contributing to something that you're purchasing for your business.
Great tip. And if you forget, again, because all of us sometimes do, and again, this is specifically for that business owner who does not yet have a business credit card. Let's say you forget and you buy everything on one receipt. Simple fix is, you take a highlighter and you highlight, as she said, itemize those things that are on that receipt so that you don't, try and claim something personal on your business taxes. Again, I talked about our uncle in the last video. We don't want to give any red flags for our uncle to call, hey, we'd like to have a little talk with you called audit.
Right.
So we want to make sure that you don't commingle. First of all, we want to make sure that you don't commingle. But if you are in the space, in the place where you're just starting out and you don't yet have business credit, you don't have that specific business card, which again is a goal that we want you to strive for, to have a business credit card for your company. Look at that. You'll be all proud because you have a business credit card for your company. Doesn't that just sound great and grand? But we want to make sure that while you're building your business, or if you're more established and you still haven't, because I know, some business owners still use their personal cards for their business, but we would suggest that if at all possible, that you don't commingle and that you have a separate credit card for your business. But again, in that instance, when you don't, just make sure, like she said, that you itemize, that you separate those. And even if you had to make a copy of that same receipt so that, as she said, you could put one in one folder and one in another. So that's a great tip to start. And then let's think about the fact that, again, as business owners, we have to take we have to hold on to our receipts and our taxes and our paperwork for much longer than we do as an individual. After, you've gotten everything together and you've itemized everything, that you have a nice storage place for those. Now, I'm just going to show you something. This is a smaller version of something, because again, we go for simplicity here. We don't want you spending a lot of money. This is a simple, remember the old shoebox? Well, this is the fancier version. It's the plastic one that's more the file size that would work better for your office. But there's nothing wrong with keeping your receipts. If you're just starting out, of course, we want you to do, the organized, where if you have a accordion folder and you can put everything in its own pocket, that's great. But if you're doing nothing, we want you to at least do something. So this is just an option for you if you've not gotten to that place where you're using the accordion folder that I talked about in one of the previous videos. But that is what we would like for you to go towards, and I'll show you that again, the accordion folder that you can use to keep all of your receipts. And again, like I said, because we are business owners, we have to keep multiple years. And I just use a folder. And Ms. Long, you can tell us in a minute how you do yours, because I still use paper, although I use some electronic as well. But it's really easy to just take this entire folder out here to my accountant and be done, unless they request, electronic. But again, everything is right here, and you have to, you have all your multiple years, and then you can put these into longer term storage when you're done.
Yeah, I absolutely love that. I am still primarily manual, but I've incorporated some digital aspects of it as well. But yeah, I do carry, I have this it's a little fancier, but yeah. But I like that, because what happened is, one, it can be locked, right? And I can take it with me as well. If I'm going to the accountant, I can just take the entire thing.
Because you want to make sure that your items are secure, because you can't replace receipts that you lose. So you want to make, and I would even take it one step further if you can. And I keep a lot of my things after I take them out of this folder, and I put them in a fireproof a locked container, because God forbid, if anything was to happen, a flood or a fire, again, it'd be really difficult to replace those things. So safety and security is key. So thank you for bringing that up, Ms. Long. What else would we want business owners and tax to know about tax preparing and organization? And we're talking more about tax organization in this video for business owners versus tax prep, because again, neither of us are certified accountants. So what else can we tell our fellow business owners about being organized during tax season?
So one of the things is definitely keeping all your reporting stuff. So reporting in terms of like your balance sheets, that type of stuff. Also keeping that current and up to date on a monthly basis. So that way you can have that when it's time to be able to pass your information on to your accountant. You can have all of that information readily available to be able to pass it on to your accountant as well. So your balance sheet, all of the reporting sheets that you need, having that up to date,
right at your fingertips,
in one area at your fingertip. Exactly.
That is awesome. And we were talking about, the need to be organized as a business owner. I think it's key, because you're living your life and you're running your empire, and you don't want to be scrambling. And so I remember, back when the PPP loans were available, there were a lot of clients and business owners who missed out on being able to apply for one simple reason: they didn't have their paperwork.
Yes.
They didn't put their hands on the necessary forms that they needed at that time. And so they missed out on that opportunity. So, the small things that we're talking about here will go greatly towards helping you to be more organized, if that opportunity, or if you're trying to get financing from a bank or something like that, you have everything right in its place and you're not scrambling. You all have seen me keep talking about the scramble and the run. We don't want that for our fellow business owners. We want to make sure that you are completely organized and that you have everything that you need, because, running a business has its own challenges. You don't need to add disorganization and not be able to find your paperwork to the mix. So I think those are some really key tips. Again, we're just trying to give you simple, strategic, practical, tips that will help you along this road during the tax season for tax preparation and for organization. So that's all I have for you, Ms. Long. Do you have anything else that you wanted to share with our fellow business owners about tax prep and organization?
What I will say, what I would add is, if you do this is now January. If you begin to implement this now, think about how simple it will be for you come January of 2023 when you have to file your taxes. So we're not here to beat up on you if you haven't done it this way up until now, but we're here to give you the strategies and the tips and the systems per se, so you can implement that now starting in January. Continue that throughout the 12 months of the year, so you will be ready for January of 2023 when it comes time to file your taxes.
That is an excellent point, because this is a no judgment zone here on my channel. We want you to take this information. We want you to implement it. And it's January. You still have a little time that you can start this habit. Both of us often talk about, a habit can start whenever. There's no specific, you can start that today. When this video is over, you can start right now and building some success for the rest of January, for the rest of February, into March. You don't have to wait. We are encouraging you to do these simple tips right now. And if there's some tips that we missed, please let us know down in the comments. We would appreciate it. Well, Ms. Long, I want to thank you for helping me in part 3, where we're talking about, specific things that business owners can do, simple things that they can do so that they can be successful during this tax prep season, so that they can be more organized and hit the ground running, so that they can focus more on building that beautiful empire that is their business. So thank you again for participating. I really appreciate it. I want to thank you all for taking the time to stop by my channel. Before you leave, please give this video a thumbs up, turn on the bell notification, and do me one favor. Tell at least 5 people you know about my channel. I would greatly appreciate it. If you would like more information about Ms. Long, her information will be in the description box. And if you would like to reach out to me, you can do so at drdclutter.com. That's doctor, the letter D, the word clutter.com. Thank you. I hope you have an amazing day, and I want you to know that you are awesome. Take care. God bless. Bye.